just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bobcats ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Curtis. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there. So Ohio's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to it. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
receives it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays.
There's some room. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. In the red area, it's Curtis. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we got something different, guys, here in the 2nd quarter. We got points, right? No points in the 1st quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on him. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if he gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Got his man. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Quick toss. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read.
Could be an alley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Collins. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the run, it's Curtis. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but this breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Finds a crease at the 20. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Wilson. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Huskers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. Noah. Return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Ohio's head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They haven't really they've been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Finding an escape route.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical, and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fighting off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's another incompletion for this offense. And, man, it's kind of been a grind. It's kind of been ugly. They're just not in a rhythm. This whole night, man, just the crowd here just kind of, everybody can feel it. This offense hasn't figured their way out, and they got to get something going.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Egan, and now the hit knocks it loose. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this,
maybe a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Touchdown, Sacramento State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Going to the ground. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field, and they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive, still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running to Green. Can't get him to the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hodges. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
That's caught. It's Pugh. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The play-action fake. Complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Maybe some room here. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well.
Turning it on! Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Quick step and go. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line, just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they could run it, they could play it safe, but they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand, and they go out, they get the execution needed to win this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll try it again. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest, the deepest, widest, the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a